Greetings one and all, my name is Lancer and welcome back once again to Data Live. This time it's episode 5. Interestingly enough, this week's episode title is Fairy Tale. Interesting, especially considering where last time we left off, because last time, shenanigans afoot. Lots of things have changed, things are happening. We were introduced to the new space spirit Mukuro, or Muku, whatever, and she's quite powerful. But for right now, we're dealing with Westcott, as he's invaded the Fraxinus, or Ratatask, whatever the fuck it's called. He's invaded their headquarters, and Shido and all the other spirits were sucked down into whatever Beelzebub juice that Westcott put them into. I have seen a couple images, mainly of a almost Little Mermaid-esque looking Miku. I can kind of assume where this one's gonna go. We might have a little Isekai side quest type episode. I mean, I'm all for it. I'm all for this, fun and games. Data Live, it can get crazy sometimes. Especially since there was that one episode last season where all the girls became little kids. And this show's got all the weirdness. Speaking of weirdness in anime, have you checked out the podcast with the boys that I posted a while ago? If you have 2 hours to set aside, check it out. It's a lot of back and forth banter between me and the boys discussing our favorite animes and just what really got us into the genre. It was a lot of fun making it and a lot of fun doing, so check it out. I say without further ado, enough fluff and a buff, as I say, let's get right into episode 5. Episode 5 of Data Live. Is that a pig snout? Who's gonna be the wolf? Oh, the Trio de Danger from Dragon Ball Super. Alright. I have a feel like this is gonna be an interesting episode, to say the least. Love the opening, but we don't have time. Yoshino? Oh. Okay, so they at least have memories. Oh, duh, she's Little Red Riding Hood. Oh, Jesus! What? Ah, okay. She's getting to live her fantasy. Hell yeah! Please, someone make that a figurine of Toka. I need that. A reality marble, you might say. Kurumi, maybe? She can jump between worlds. Can we have this spin-off? Okay. This is delving far into this story that I don't know much about. Oh, right, it's Hansel and Gretel. Duh. Of course, they would get that story. Curious what the others are gonna be then. There's NPCs, okay. Right, okay. Okay, yeah, there we go. Fits in with what I know, back in the real world. I just realized that guy's voice, he's Dio. Kono Dio da! Ah, yes, the territory. I love the territory. Spartans? Okay. How dare you? He's about to pop off. It's cool seeing the crew get some action. I thought that was going to be way more brutal. Please don't have this be a two-parter. As much as I kind of love it, I'd like to do other things. Oh, yeah, I was going to say, oh, is it the... Yeah, it's the MILF version. So she's Cinderella? Is she gonna... Yeah. Sag. Well, that was fast. Of course, they give him the Shiori outfit. Miku will appreciate it. Of course, she's... Right, okay, yeah, that's exactly. Can I see this version of the story? Right, duh. Of course, of course. The new Dragon Ball Super movie coming? Phenomenal design. I love how self-aware this shit is sometime. She do be spitting facts. Yeah, he can, I was gonna say, he can still use it right. Jesus. This show do be graphic sometimes. Oh! Interesting. That's actually really cool. Excalibur! Better person to ask than yourself. It's like when Twice talked to himself in My Hero. This is an SOS. We're just going to that? I thought we had to deal with Westcott. Let's see this thing. Ooh, I like that color scheme. I'm a fan of a good use of royal purple. And, yep. Alright. Well, that was episode 5. That went pretty much exactly like I anticipated it would. I mean, it's fun to get these kind of one-off episodes, and to be fair, it served the plot to a point. It gives excuses for figurine companies to make some new figurines. Might be interested in buying, you know, maybe a ballroom Toko or a mermaid Miku. All things considering, that was a fast episode, even though nothing really happened. It's like, I feel like they didn't really do too much with like this fairy tale kind of idea. It's like, yeah, all of them like had their respective like stories. Like Kaguya and Yuzuru were in the Hansel and Gretel story, which that one's actually kind of funny. I like that. And then Shido, Yoshino, and them were in the Little Red Riding Hood story. And obviously Miku was Little Mermaid. Natsumi was Cinderella. And then Lord knows what Origami was. She's just in her own world. But either way, yeah, this wasn't my favorite episode, but it was fun in concept. I like the idea that their manga that they made for Shido came back in this, and it actually had effects, so it's like it wasn't for nothing, and it actually saved them in the end, so that's cool. I like having good consequences for things, and it's not just for nothing. I look forward to the next episode, because that will be the halfway point for this season. I thought we were gonna go deal with Westcott, because isn't he gonna go find whoever the dude, Elliot? Isn't he just gonna go find him and kill him? I mean, that's fine, and go deal with Mukuro. That's, I guess, the more important thing. I feel like, unlike with Nia, with Mukuro, we're gonna have to fight her. But again, like I keep talking about, we have 9 spirits. And I'm sure Kurumi will show up and maybe do something, who knows. I would have liked to see if Kurumi ended up in the fairy tale world. Which one would she have been a part of? That would have been funny. I like the idea that the manga Shido talked about, that Mukuro must have hit such a low of sadness that she did, you know, lock off her emotions, lock off her heart. They can see that as like an SOS. That's her cry for help. Shido can use that. I'm always curious to see how ultimately he wins them, because it's always kind of an emotional thing. I'm sure this one's gonna hit, because just seeing how can you save someone who's locked off their heart. I imagine either next episode or the episode after will probably be the last part of that arc, which then makes me more curious what the last 5 episodes are gonna be. Are we gonna deal with probably Spirit of Origin? The little bit I know, I think there's at least 3 more spirits that we have to deal with. Spirit of Origin, and I won't talk about the other 2, and then I think that's the end, so there most likely will be 1 more season of this, which I'm fine with. I wouldn't mind if there's a bunch more. I love Data Live, so I will always love watching it, especially watching it with you guys. It's a lot of fun. I love making these. But either way, this was this episode of Data Live, episode 5. Join me next week for episode 6. Should be a good one. I'm hoping. I'm sure it will be. After this episode, it's kind of like, a little bit of slice of, not, kind of slice of life, just, a little bit of comedy, a little bit of fun. Next week, I'm sure we're going to get into some heavy action and some emotional story stuff. Looking forward to it. Thank you for joining me on this. I'm Lancer. Thanks for watching.